Hello, everybody. We're getting ready for an entry here.
But it all goes soft right now. Dancing on the edge of the tide, heartbeat slipping into your stride.
So we're going long here.
Pairing card armed. Prop long filled on NQ. Hedge short filled on MNQ. Fully hedged.
So I want to. We had to end the stream last trade, which happened some hours ago, and it happened because it was just taking too long to resolve. So this was what happened last time. We took this trade here, an NQ short, MNQ short on the hedge, and we took a long trade on the prop account. So that ended up being a winner to us. Notice I'm gonna clear these out, but notice you have a plus 106, but why does it say max loss? So it's a max loss on the primary account, which is the prop firm account. The hedge account is what is listing the 106. So we're trying to actually lose the prop firm evals, and we're trying to win on the live real money account. The reason why I entered here is we had a rejection here into an exhaustion candle, which typically means there was like a one-shot volume injection that thinned out the market, but the sellers were just kind of sitting on the sidelines. So we don't know if there's a lot of sellers here or not. Honestly, it's all voodoo and witchcraft, trying to detect which way the market is going next. We're not really trying to rely on that. We're trying to rely on TradeBlade's asymmetry. What do I mean by that? I mean,
coffee's gone cold, but I feel okay.
There's an asymmetric value capture we can do here. With the eval cost being $50 and the activation fee being 100, so you're in 140 bucks. I don't know what, I think I said 50 bucks. So 40 and 100, 140 to get a $1,500 payout. What we're doing with math and betting approach is we're taking that payout amount and we're distributing it more towards the most common, the most common result of an eval, and that's a failure. Even if this is set high, probability of passing eval 40%. This is based on the barrier math and my back tests. It's going to be approaching 40%. We'd like it to be less. We'd like it to be closer to 10%. But it is 40% pass rate. That's because of how we approach the evals. We have a one-day pass. We use Apex. They have a one-day pass. So we set up the stop loss and the profit target so that on the first trade, brand new eval, All you can lose is 1,000. That's the most because that's the daily loss limit. So we set the stop loss there, and we set the profit target so that if it's reached, we get a funded account. We're not trying to get a funded account. That's just the results if we're wrong. Like right here, well, now it's looking good. But before, just a few minutes ago, it was looking like it was maybe gonna keep on pumping up. But we're not trying to pass the eval. That's the bottom line. We're trying to fail it. And we're failing it, capturing $200 by trading 1 micro for every 1 mini that we trade. So on the prop firm side, if we're trading NQ, we would want to trade MNQ on our hedge account. And we have a 1/10 capture rate. So of the 2,000 that it takes to fail an eval, we capture 200 of that, or we attempt to. If we just did this over and over and over again, we would make $157 every 2 days, or every 1.7 days. If we do happen to pass the eval, we want to pay this $86 and actually just fail it as quickly as possible. The reason is, you might think, oh no, what you want to do, you got a funded account? Dang, go for the payout. Here's the thing on the payout. Check this out. This was all done with Monte Carlo back testing. So this is all random walk, no edge. But a no edge random walk will take on average 13.4 trades to get all the way through the payout, through the bonus. We have a bonus round. That's something that we do specifically. The second payout is what we call the bonus round, because we hedge that as well, and we end up winning whether we blow the account from there or we get a second payout. So we call that the bonus round. But to get through all of that, 13.4 trades, that's 3 weeks. 3 weeks plus another week or two for, my last payout was 2 weeks. So we've got 5 weeks to get this $742. In that same 5 week period, we could fail. In 5 weeks, that's 25 trading days. We can fail these we can count on failing this every 2 days. If we're gonna fail, it will happen within 2 days. So if we failed every single one for 25 trading days, we could get through 12 2-day rounds, totaling 24. We could get through 12 eval failures. So multiply this 157 by 12. So we'll be making about $1,800 this way. 700. We don't make nothing, but we make far less. It's better just to give up the $86, fail right away, get back to this as soon as this is the money generator. This is what happens when things go wrong. Sort of an inversion of how we even trade these things. But check that out. How's that for being in tune with the market? I mean, I don't know if it's going to go all the way or not. We never know. So, I mean, it could not very easily. But we'll just leave it there. It doesn't really matter. If it does end up hitting this profit target here for the prop firm, we get a funded account. Nothing wrong with that. We can recapture some of the money, all but about $86 of it. So we lose $86. But this only occurs half the time of the failed eval. We got 60%, 29%. So we give up that 86 bucks in roughly 4 trading days. We try to do it in 2, but you know, on average, it's going to take 4. That means it could take 6, it could take 2. But we end up losing half of the money that we do when we win. And this occurs half as often as this. So this is double the money and occurs double the frequency. So this is a very small price to pay. We just kind of roll through that. Even if you attempt to fail this scenario too, and you actually get to the payout, it's not all is lost. And we also don't include, there is a chance, obviously, during the second payout, you actually reach the payout rather than capture the hedge on a failure on the second attempt. So you could have a third here, or fourth, or fifth. But we're trying to get through this as quickly as possible to get to this. This is the real money engine. Imagine running 20 accounts at once, and we do have the ability to have an we have an embedded trade copier, so you do have the ability to actually sorry, I just showed my account and I'm like, oh, should I care? Nah, I guess I don't care. But you can run 20 deep with just selecting the trade copier here.
Profit target on MNQ.
So MNQ hit its profit target, but the Eval did not hit its stop loss yet. So we could exit this with a little bit of savings. So this is how much I'm up in the last few days. This is a very small account considering how much you're up. So don't be discouraged by the amounts because this is just running one eval
Stop
at a time.
loss on NQ, pair resolved.
So, I mean, it's possible to roll through these fairly quickly if you've got 20 of them at a time. You know, boy, even more than that, 20, 40, 60. I think the limit is 20 funded accounts. But there is no limit on evals. So you could be running 20. Like what I'm doing right now, I only have enough capital in this account to run one at a time. And I've taken 3 trades, 3 fails. That equates to 300 to this total, 285 with slippage and commissions taken out. But imagine if each one of these was like 10 or 20. This was all in one day. That's 60 accounts. So imagine the 300 times 60. No. 100 times 60. That's $60,000 in a day. That's ridiculous. That can't be right. 100. And if you're running 20 deep every time, 20, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm doing them just one after the other because you can only trade these down $1,000 and then you're locked out of them. So you have to move on to the next one. But imagine this was 20. And in one day you go 20 times 100. Okay, so yeah, no, it's not 60,000. What is it? So on a $100 win times 20, that's 2,000. Okay, let's get the math right. So this is $2,000 every single time, and I've done it 3 times at $6,000 that I could have potentially made if I was running this with 20, 20, and 20. So don't be discouraged by the amounts being relatively small. It's compared to how much capital you need to run this, and you need $2,000 to cycle through one eval and cover all the drawdown. Because remember, when you lose, when you get to like the payout, that's your longest funded hedge drag. It's $1,000. So that comes out of your live account. Now, I don't consider you losing that money because you're immediately going to, once you reach this figure, that means you reached the payout. So you're going to get the 1,500. That'll break you back even. And then you have this bonus round, which is the second payout. I call it the bonus round because we hedge bonus rounds, and anything above the $1,800 is in profit mark. We hedge with 4 contracts. So a $2,000 capture will capture us $800 with 4 contracts. So if we blow the account during the second payout phase, we actually make $800. If we get to the payout, we actually lose $600 to get to that $1,500 mark for the payout. But then we get the $1,500. We get the $1,500 back, and it costs us only $600 to hedge and to lay that hedge towards the profit target. So we actually win $900 in that case, if we hit the profit target again. But I call this the bonus round because we make money no matter what. Right here. It's a great position to be in. So these were my 3 trades today. Opening, we had an MNQ long, so I shorted this. As soon as this broke through the prior day low, I waited for a green candle to finish and then went short with my prop account, went long with my hedge account, and that's all done with one button, one touch button. Let me remove that.
Caught in the glow of the bathroom mirror. Eyes look tired, heart looks clear.
And then the same thing here, we had a big push up. I saw a red candle starting to form. I could see this was slowing down a bit. I went long from here and short on the hedge. And the same thing here, with a big push up, I saw a red candle, boom. And that's as simple as it gets for my approach. Does it always work? Hell no. Is it a good way to go? Yeah, it's as good as anything. TradeBlade actually works based on the math involved. And you can't really change that unless you have edge. So if you have no edge, you will pass at a roughly 40% of the rate. You will fail the eval 60% of the time, even though the industry average is 10%. And the reason you pass 40% of the time is that's just the barrier math. That's the odds of hitting a $3,000 barrier before a $2,000 drawdown is hit. It doesn't matter what path you take to get to each barrier. You could win 1 in a row and then lose 2 in a row and go back and forth. The path is irrelevant to the probability. So it makes it pretty easy to calculate. But we got a 40% pass rate because of the barrier math. Now this obviously has a lot to do with the fact we have a 1-day pass You know, we're not being eaten up by the end of day drawdown ratchet because we either immediately get to the profit target in one trade or we lose $1,000 and are one step closer to failing the full eval, of which we capture 200 bucks for every failed eval. It costs us 40. That's sort of our insurance policy. We try to fail it. Hopefully we do fail it. We just made 150 bucks, 160 bucks net. And I'll show you, I didn't believe this at first. I was like, there's no way this is correct, this 60% rate. And then I actually built a model to, you know, to say, okay, this is really what the pass rate on the eval is or should be. And so what we do here, let me go ahead and set up an account here. You can't access the analyzer directly. It's only a part of the elite plan. And the elite plan, I'm not trying to sell a bunch of elite plans. Why I've stuck it with the elite plan is because I'm not here to crush prop firms. I'm not here to get 1,000 or 10,000 users all using the fully automatic TradeBlade entry model and crushing a prop firm. You know, I'm just not going to do that. So this is very restricted on purpose, but what it does have is something really special. You can actually see I need to change that stop loss. It should always be 1,000. I think I was trying different things. Well, another auto session is active. Is there another auto session active? I don't see another. Great. So that's a bug. That's clearly a bug. So we're gonna actually fix that. I'll go ahead and end the live stream here. And thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Hopefully we'll have another trade later in the day. I've already got 3 trades in. That's typically my limit, 3 trades and done. So I probably won't trade again, but maybe I'll see you again during the New York Open. Maybe I'll do some sim account trading. So if you want to know more, you know, there's a little bit to get through. It's not complicated. TradeBlade isn't complicated. It's just the opposite of how you think of everything that you've done so far. And isn't that the right way to go when 95% of traders lose money? Is to like think outside the box and do something different. The problem with doing something different is difficult to market that. It's much easier to market that I can predict the future. And here's how. Here, pay for my course. So thank you for stopping by. Drop me a like and subscribe and share the video if you want to. You probably, I mean, this isn't really high production value stuff, but what it is a real strategy, a real system. I call it a strategy with some sort of, you know, a little bit of trepidation, because calling it a strategy would invoke in your minds all these other strategies that really don't work. And the reason they don't work is that price is essentially random. TradeBlade relies on that. And if you have edge, you're in better shape. But if you don't have edge, it still works for you. So anyway, thank you so much for tuning into the stream. Good luck on your trading. Stop by TradeBladeHQ.com. Get the book. That can actually set you up if you want to sign up for the alpha testing. We're just about closing that now. But if you want a free copy and to check it out, it's free to you to use through the alpha, the entire alpha, rest of the alpha testing. if you provide good value to us and use it, you know, we're gonna have a select few people who will get free memberships, free subscriptions. So anyway, take care. Have